Hello out there and welcome to Livetopia's official YouTube channel. Of course, this is the place where you can stay up to date with all of the news and the happenings for your favorite role-play game, Livetopia. Of course, I am your very handsome host, Kid Chameleon Gamer. Welcome back, welcome back. Today we have an extra special show for you because we had two amazing questions that we are going to answer from our player community. And I'm going to have a special guest stop by and answer those questions directly. And of course, we are going to talk about and show you what you can expect for the newest update that's coming. Something huge. Coming this Friday. We're going to give you a sneak peek of that. You don't want to miss it. Now, before I get to that though, let me just tell you, if this is your first time on this channel, first of all, welcome. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button and the all important bell notification so that you can stay up to date and you don't miss any of the news about Livetopia. As you know, a very important part of what we do here on our YouTube channel is we talk about player ideas as well as we answer questions that players may have about Livetopia. And today we have two amazing questions that we are going to discuss. So let's go ahead and begin by reading the first question and then we'll start with our special segment. Now, the first question comes from a YouTube user by the name of As Madness. Yes, As Madness. And his question actually says, firstly, congratulations on hitting 2 billion players, and we can't wait for the new update. Also, we have a question. We were wondering, where do you get these house design ideas from? As every week, we are presented with a stunning house. So we were just wondering. That is such an excellent question, so much so that I decided to invite a very special guest to discuss the answer to that question directly. Now, her name is Jean, and she is one of our concept artists. Jean, why don't you go ahead and say hello to all of the players and all of the fans of Livetopia out there.
Hi, Kid. Hi, everyone out there.
All right, well, welcome to the show, Jean. Now, as you heard in the question, so many of our players are very interested in finding out where you get your inspirations from for all of the amazing houses that you design in Livetopia. But before we get to that though, Jean, what I want you to do is tell the players and the fans a little bit about your background and how you got into concept art.
Okay, well, as you mentioned before, my name is Jean. I am from Los Angeles, California, where I studied concept art at school. Now I am part of the Livetopia team. I make concept art for almost everything, but mainly just on houses. I am very happy to be here to answer some of you guys' questions.
Well, that is great, Jean. Great to hear a little bit about your background, but let's go ahead and get to the big question. It seems like week after week, there are so many amazing and iconic houses that have been added to Livetopia. Now, the players really want to know, where do you get the inspirations or the design ideas from for those wonderful houses that you add to Livetopia?
Well, that's a very good question. Let me start off by saying that because our game has such a fun and stylized visual, it allows us to have a lot of creative freedom when it comes to designing the houses. I pick up inspiration literally from anything, toys, food, and animation, literally anything you can think of.
Okay, wow. So you said you pick up design inspiration from literally anything. So what I thought it would be a good idea to do was pick a few of my favorite houses in Livetopia and you tell me exactly where you got the inspiration from. Does that sound okay?
Sounds good, let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with one of the most popular things to date in the game. So many of our players absolutely loved the Halloween Dark Castle. Now, you were the designer of that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me exactly, where did you get the inspiration for such an amazing and huge, wonderful castle? Where did you get the inspiration from for that?
Well, I was heavily influenced by castles from the medieval times. As I was designing the castle, I wanted to also explore the story and the background of the castle. In my mind, I envision the character maybe a vampire or a beast that owns the castle.
Okay.
And from there, I kind of just designed the appearance of the castle based on the characteristics of its owner.
Okay, yeah, I totally understand. And the castle was amazing. As I said, so many of our players absolutely loved that. And actually, it's one of my favorites as well. Now, speaking of favorites, one of my absolute top 10 favorite houses in Livetopia has to be the music piano house, and I know that you designed that as well. So tell me, where exactly did you get the inspiration from for that house?
As for the music house, well, obviously I was heavily influenced by musical instruments. And as you can see from some of the early rough sketches, I was kind of thinking about adding maybe like a violin to the house. And then somehow it just turns out that piano is the best theme, and we decided to stay with that at the end.
Yes, Gene. I absolutely love that house. As I said, one of my favorites. I even loved the shape of it and how the piano shape was incorporated into the house, and the light up key steps. That was such a creative design element. You did an absolute good job. Now, I do want to tell you that another favorite for my players was the Asian style castle for the Lunar New Year update. Now, you designed that one. Tell me, where did you get the inspiration from for that?
As for the Lunar New Year's castle, we wanted to go for a more oriental aesthetic. And I looked up references from, say, ancient Chinese temples and palaces. I also wanted to make sure that the castle looks grand and magnificent enough to give that ancient palace vibe. So yeah, I went through a couple of sketches and I picked out the one that I found most fit for the theme.
Well, Gene, this is a great segue into this second fan question. Now, this question comes from a user by the name of John Truc, and he is from France. Me and him are good friends. We talk all the time on Discord. So hello, John. Hello to you, and hello to all of the Livetopia players and fans from France. Now, his question says, how long does it usually take you to design an update? So, Gene, I want to ask you this question as well. How long does it usually take you to design a house from start to finish?
Well, that's also another good question. I would say it really depends on how complicated we want the design to be. So for a regular house, such as the watermelon house or the submarine house, that usually takes up to maybe 2 to 3 days to finish.
Okay.
And for, say, the Lunar New Year castle, which is a lot more complicated in design, that took me about 2 weeks from start to finish.
Okay. So that just varies depending on the size of the house and the details that are going into the house. Okay, correct. That's perfect. All right, Gene, well, let me switch gears a little bit here. Now, you designed so many houses, but actually some of the houses aren't chosen to be added to Livetopia. Now, as we look at some of these designs here, let's say this jellyfish house here, why wasn't that chosen? Can you tell me why?
Sure. Well, there could be a lot of reasons why a certain house doesn't get chosen. But about the jellyfish house in particular, it was super fun for me to design and sketch out. But we talked about it in the design meeting and we just decided that it would be too difficult to make in 3D.
All right, so you mentioned 3D, Gene. Now, let me ask you, once you finish drawing out the design and the concept for the houses, what's actually the next step in the process? Since you were the first step, what's the next step? Like when you finish yours, what do you do after that?
Another excellent question. So once I finish the design and it gets approved by the team, I will then take it up to the 3D modeler. And then from there, we'll just discuss how he can bring it to life in 3D. And we just go from there. Okay. So that's cool. So you were the first step, and then the 3D modeler takes it from there and brings it to life in 3D, actually inside the game, right? Correct.
Okay, sounds good. Well, Gene, it was so good to talk to you and to learn a little bit about this process and how it works. You are the most important part because it all starts with you. You do the designs first and then it goes from there. So we are so happy to have you a part of Team Livetopia. Well, Gene, I know that you are very, very busy designing the houses and everything, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you get back to work. But before you leave, go ahead and say goodbye to all of our players and fans out there.
Well, thanks for having me here. It was a blast to talk to you all. I hope you all enjoy playing Livetopia and the houses that I designed. Until then, see you next time.
All right. Take care, G. Yes. We were so happy to give you guys just a sneak peek into the design process about Livetopia. Now, speaking of sneak peek, something huge is coming this Friday for Livetopia. Yes. Something that you have all been asking for, something that you have all been waiting for. Without any further delay, let's go ahead and take a sneak peek at what you can expect this Friday. Take a look. Yes. This summer we are bringing you a brand new Livetopia WaterPark. Now, this water park is going to have many things for you to enjoy. Of course, we're going to have water roller coasters and water slides, but beyond that, you can go rafting and even surfing. Now, if you don't want to do any of those things, that's okay too, because you have some areas there where you can just relax and enjoy yourself lounging right there by the water. So make sure you're ready for all your summertime role plays when this update goes live this Friday. Beyond that, I do want to remind you that we still have the voting booth there in Topia Square. Yes, the voting booth. Make sure you cast your vote for what you want to see added to Livetopia. Now, speaking of added to the game, I told you last week to let me know your ideas about events that you wanted to see added to the game. Now, I told you that we would pick 3 winners, and those 3 winners would receive 1 game pass from me. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and count it down and see who those 3 winners were. Let's count down right now. 3, 2, 1. All right, and the 3 winners are, Malia Waleed and Tammy A. Burnett. Congratulations to you 3 for winning a Livetopia Game Pass. What I would like for you to do is make sure you are paying attention to your YouTube comments, because I will leave instructions under your winning comment and let you know exactly what you need to do to claim your prize. Well, that is all the time that I have for you today. We can't wait for you to enjoy the update when it goes live on Friday, so make sure you're ready for that. And just as I said before, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss any of the news coming for Livetopia. Again, Kid Chameleon Gamer here signing off. Remember, Livetopia, it's your world. See ya.